Greetings, citizens of the internet. It's the fit. No, I think I'll revert back to my old moniker. It's the hard case. And I'm coming to you from my new location, or should I say new locations, here on tjvids.com, and my new geographic location here in the beautiful American South. Not to be confused with South America. Now, how do I like my new situations? Well, that's very kind of you to ask. Thank you. I love them both. I love them both because they both afford me the one thing that I truly desire the most. Freedom. See, here on tjvids.com, you can't flag my videos, you fucking crybabies. And here in the South, well, shit, you can do whatever the fuck you want, and it's great. Now, why tjvids.com? Why not DramaTube, Live Video, Mega Video, any of those other sites? Well, because my friend owns the website, and I want to help him promote it. Also because I think he will probably give me a better deal on ad revenue. And why the American South? Well, like many of you, I've heard plenty of bad things about the South. Ignorance, racism, NASCAR, but, to be honest, now that I live here, I don't see too much of that. I really haven't seen the ugly side of the South yet. There's a lot of Baptist churches, and it's hot as a motherfuck, but I can get used to that. The one thing that I noticed right away about living here, though, is, oh my goodness, you can do anything. The freedom is... It's breathtaking. I can sit on my front lawn and smoke a fucking bong. I can walk down a public road with a machete in my hand and nobody looks at me funny. Watch this, motherfuckers. Nobody's coming to check that out, trust me. Now, this video is directed to a YouTube user by the name of gimmeabreakman. Now, some of you are familiar with gimmeabreakman, and you know that he is the smarmiest, most unctuous fucking used car salesman-looking motherfucker on the internet. And he's made not one, but, hell, I think fucking 5 ponage videos about the fake Satan. I'm sure he's tired of being ignored by now, so let's get to it. But before we do that, just a brief word on my suspension, since I'm sure it's something a lot of you want to know where I stand on this issue. I've seen some of the comments on YouTube. A lot of people are saying that what I did was YouTube suicide, and that I wanted to be banned from YouTube. Yes, we all know I was planning on leaving anyway. Now, I can't stop motherfuckers from talking shit. If you guys want to call this YouTube suicide, then go ahead. But I see that as being no different than saying that a provocatively dressed woman wants to be raped. You could say that I wanted to be banned, but that isn't the motherfucking case. What I wanted was for my fucking video about Coughlin to remain up the way it should have. Now, what was wrong with that video? I ask you, motherfuckers of the internet. Did I drop the man's docs? No, I did not. Did I post a sex video? No, I didn't. All I did was fucking harass the guy. That is well within the acceptable limits of ponage. Okay, ponage. If I can't fucking do that, if I can't pwn a motherfucker like Coughlin, then there's no reason for me to be on YouTube anymore. I mean, it's just insane. There's no freedom left on YouTube. Now, think about this. If I had, made a video harassing somebody like, I don't know, Mel's Basket Case, someone like that, then I could see calling it bullying. Flagging the video as bullying. Okay, but who did I go after? A motherfucker who does nothing but bully people. Look at Coughlin's videos. Look at the dick versus a twat. Do you think that Pastor TV or whatever this Christian that he pwned, you think that man ever heard of Coughlin before? No. But he comes out of nowhere and tells the guy that he can't please his wife in bed. Is that rational debate or is that bullying? Clearly it's bullying. Okay, so I bullied a bully. And he cried, oh, leave me alone. Oh, fake Satan, TJ, you're such bullies. and all his fans had to go and flag the fucking video. It's just ridiculous. Isn't there a word for it when someone gets upset about having something done to them that they themselves do? Isn't there a term for that? I think it starts with an H. I'm trying to remember. Oh yeah, there is a word for it. Fail. Alright, now let's get down to brass tacks and talk about Gimme a Break Man, Victor. Because let's face it, if more people actually did that, he wouldn't have such a stick up his ass, would he? Now it's gotta burn Gimme a Break Man up inside that when I was banned from fucking YouTube, I had less than 10,000 subscribers. It was 9,800, I think. Whereas he had 12,000. And yet, wherever you go on YouTube, you hear the name Fake Sagan, people talking about Fake Sagan, discussing the Fake Sagan. And yet, you don't hear too much talk about Gimme a Break Man, do you? Now, how could that be? It's just counterintuitive, isn't it? The motherfucker has more subs, and yet less fame. That's because he scrounged and worked for every single fucking one of those subscriptions. And he knows it. He knows that the Fake Sagan got his subs by doing this. And that Gimme a Break Man got his subs by doing this. Now, you know, Gimme a Break Man, he made a lot of sleazy attempts to curry favor with the Fake Sagan. You can see this in some of the comment sections of Virtual Holocaust's old videos. You'll see Gimme a Break Man saying things to the Fake Sagan like you know, oh, well, I'm on your side. I took your side on this drama and that drama and your mama's drama. You know, and I guess I rebuked his advances too many times, and it just spurned him, didn't it? You know, brought back too many memories of high school rejection. You know, Gimme a Break Man has made about 5 fucking videos about the Fake Sagan, the hard case. But the first one that he made was you know, it was a butthurt video about the fact that I had blocked him from my channel on YouTube. And there's no better way of announcing to the world that you want to be someone's friend than complaining about being blocked. You know, you can pretend that you hate the person, you can pretend that you're angry at the person, but the world fucking sees through that. Everybody knows better. Okay, because when I was on YouTube, a lot of motherfuckers blocked the Fake Sagan. But did you ever hear me bitching about, oh, that person blocked me from their chat? No, I don't give a fuck. You don't want to know me, I don't want to know you. Alright, but in Gimme a Break Man's case, clearly that's not the way it works, and simply blocking him from my channel triggered deep feelings of abandonment and resentment, and you know, he became fixated on the Fake Sagan. Of course, the video that I'm referencing isn't under the Gimme a Break Man channel. It's under one of his millions and millions of sock accounts. It's either Gimme a Flake Man, or Bake Me a Cake Man, or Gimme a Complimentary Brake Alignment and Lube Job Man, whatever the fuck. He has too many goddamn accounts. Anyway, you know, Gimme a Break Man, he's made a lot of videos about me, and I'm not going to bother addressing all of them. I mean, I think the fact that he's made so many kind of tells you how confident he was in the efficacy of his first video, which was titled, well, his first, you know, real ponage video, which was titled, Fake Sagan versus Hard Case Owns You. Now, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, people, but if you felt that your ponage was effective, wouldn't you leave it at that? Wouldn't you say, well, that's a job well done? But if you keep on making videos over and over and over, doesn't that kind of look like you're butting your head up against the wall? I mean, am I wrong about that? Whatever. Anyway, that's the only video I'm going to address. His first failed attempt at ponage. Well, first failed attempt at ponage of the hard case. Now, the main premise of this video, a premise which he borrowed from Metabob, was that under my first account on YouTube, which was titled Hard Case Owns You, I was a honest and sensitive and thoughtful human being And then when I created my fake Sagan account on YouTube, it was like a big Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde transformation, and I became this lying, insecure, macho douchebag who has to prove that he's the top dog, right? So it was this big change, and that's what he wanted to convince everyone of. Well, you know, the first obvious flaw with this is that my original account was called Hardcase Owns You. That just doesn't seem to align with the image that he's trying to portray of me as this sensitive soul who would never engage in drama. That doesn't make a lot of sense. Why would the account be called Hardcase Owns You? Also, he shows an old video from that account called Drunken Emo, I believe. And he tries to pretend that, oh, well, that was then, and this is now. Let me tell you, I stand by everything I said in that video. He said, oh, well, Hardcase Owns You was disgusted with human nature and disturbed by human nature. I still fucking am. Absolutely 100%. But I don't pretend to be anything other than human. I don't pretend that I am above that. See, now this is the fatal flaw that undid Metabob. And since you've decided, give me a break, man, rather than to formulate your own ponage to just borrow bits and pieces of his, it's going to be your undoing too. See, I refer to this phenomenon as anti-drama drama. And it's like fighting to preserve the peace. You know, it's one of those beautiful contradictions. Now, why did you make your video? Give me a break, man. What was your stated reason? Was it that you felt concern for the fake Sagan? No. You wanted to help the fake Sagan? No. It was because you had made an alliance with Charney Zazel, who has a Richard Nixon-style enemies list, which includes the fake Sagan and the Amazing Atheist, and I think Brett Keane as well. Which frankly I find hilarious because I don't think any of those three people gave a shit at any point in time about Charney Zazel, and yet here I am on someone's enemies list. In order to be your arch nemesis, don't I have to give a fuck about you first? Isn't that a prerequisite? Charney's a fucking joke. When Victor finally found someone on YouTube who could tolerate him, i.e. Charney Zazel, and presumably that's because they're both vegetarians and they formed a deep bond based upon that fact. When he decided to make his first tragic foray into the ponage arts and handle one of Charney's enemies for him, the fake Sagan, he merely entered the fake Sagan's name in a search on YouTube, and he came up with a couple of Metabob videos in the search results. And Give Me a Break Man became a Metabob fan, or so he claims, and he laments the fact that Metabob really isn't around anymore, and he doesn't make too many new videos. Well, why do you think that is, Victor? Metabob has been pwned, and he fucking knows it. He's contradicted himself, just like you're doing now. You can't claim that there's something wrong with making drama videos, making ponage videos. You can't do that in a ponage video. Do you understand the inherent contradiction of calling someone a broken, dysfunctional robot who staggers down the street, spitting out gears and pissing oil on people, when you yourself are doing the same exact motherfucking thing? You don't have a problem with the fact that I make drama videos, Victor. You don't have a problem with the fact that I pwn motherfuckers, Victor. You have a problem with the fact that I'm better at it than you'll ever be. You have a problem with the fact that my ponages are entertaining, that they're funny, that they're charismatic, and you know it's something you'll never be able to do. That's what pisses you off. It has nothing to do with sympathy for my victims or sympathy for me. Yeah, that was very convincing. You know what, Victor? I'm actually glad that you've given me a reason to make this video. I'm actually glad that you've made your countless failed attempts at ponage over and over and over to the point where I simply couldn't ignore them anymore. I'm glad because an opportunity to pwn you, give me a break, man, is an opportunity to employ the most basic, the most primal form of pwnage, which I haven't had an opportunity to use yet on YouTube or anywhere else. It gives me an opportunity, Victor, to utter the words that have echoed on 1,000 schoolyards all across the world, to echo the words that ring forever in the ears of countless pathetic fucking losers like you as they lay awake at night contemplating their own inferiority. No one likes you, Victor. I mean, see, I thought I was one of the most hated motherfuckers on YouTube, but look at you. I can't think of anyone who fucking likes you, Victor. I can't think of a single goddamn person. Hell, even Charney Zazel won't call himself your friend. He's an alliance. That's like being an acquaintance, Victor, and an alliance is no substitute for a friendship. Just as living in Japan is no substitute for a personality. You fucking fail, my sad friend. This has been The Hard Case, and I would just like to say to each and every one of you, flag this.